What's up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? This is your girl Rita, also known as the self proclaimed gold digger. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I am so glad to have you. But if you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. It is time for Tipsy Tuesday, where every Tuesday at 10 p.m., we take some sips, and I'm sipping on water as I share some tips. Now, today I'm trying to get my social media checks out of the way. Today is part 2 of Finish Strong, how you're going to finish the year strong. I'm giving you some tips for Black Friday as well as some holiday money moves, because this is the time of the year where you can get yourself in trouble if you overspend and do not budget for the holidays, and then you can be spending all year trying to dig yourself out of the hole or trying to get yourself back on track. All right, so last week we kicked off part 1 of the series of how to prep for Black Friday and your holiday money moves. And that was more so about positioning yourself to win this holiday season, because I want you to win, all right? I want us to come out ahead and not be in debt, okay? Excuse me. But tonight we are moving from planning to execution. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're ready to figure out how you are going to rock out for Black Friday, let me know in the chat by saying you're ready. All right. And then we're going to get into it. I have a couple of, one or two church announcements for you. If you are not already aware, we concluded our Millionaire Mindset mornings. Today was the last day. So if you didn't have a chance to check that out, please go back and watch the replays and do so. Also, on Saturday, we officially launched the Gold Digger Collective, and that is the Facebook group where I am going to be sharing with you more helpful information, and it's in a more intimate setting, and I have a lot of stuff planned for that. So far, I've been making sure I put content in that every day. Yesterday, we did our Monday Money Affirmations. On today, I just dropped Take Action Tuesday. Steps about you taking action. Tomorrow is Wisdom Wednesday, so I have something else planned for you that I'm going to drop off in there, and different things going on. So make sure you head on over there to the Gold Digger Collective. It is scrolling across the screen there. What's up, April? I was going to say, I'm going to put it in the comments. April says, hello, everyone. Good to see you. And she's, April, what you talking about? You already cutting up in the chat. She says, we gold diggers, not debt diggers. That's right, because we are not, I can't, I'm not trying to get into debt this holiday season. And then she says, we ready. All right, awesome. I'm going to put the Facebook group in the chat for you guys. And then we're going to jump into it. I think I have like 4 or 5 tips for you today. It's been busy as I'm trying to create content for both YouTube as well as for the group. So I'm trying to stay on top of everything. All right, so I was going to say, what am I putting in the chat? I'm putting the Facebook group in the chat. So let me put that so you'll be able to join. Gold Digger Collective, and y'all already know it's GOAL. We are not the other kind. So let me put join the Facebook group. Y'all, and I'm not gonna have y'all on here long. I'm trying to keep the lives at about 30 minutes. Yes, not yesterday. Last week I was able to do that pretty good. I think I went over only by a little bit. So we're gonna try and keep it action packed, full of information, but I'm trying to condense it down and not talk so much like I'm doing right now. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, tonight we are going to be talking about we're moving from planning to execution, and you want to have a game plan in order to finish strong. So if you have not already crafted your plan for Black Friday, if you have not already crafted your plan for the holidays, that is why we are doing this today, to show you how you can execute on it and be ready so nothing catches you by surprise this holiday season. And as always, I'm going to be talking to two groups of individuals. I'm always going to be talking to my entrepreneurs and my side hustlers. But if you don't have a business or have a side hustle, no worries. Don't worry about that, because I'm also talking to my everyday people as well, my consumers, my shoppers, so that you do not go broke this holiday season. So I have practical money tips for both groups. So more so for the hustlers and entrepreneurs, the tips are going to be designed for you to grow in your business or make sales in your business. And for my everyday people, the tips are going to be designed to help you save money and keep more money in your pocket this holiday season. So no matter what lane you are in, you're going to get some money moves, and we are going to end 25 off strong. All right. That is my commitment. I want to end 2025 off strong. So the first tip I have is we are in the 90-day sprint, because tomorrow is October 1st, y'all. Golly, I don't know how we made it to the end of the year already, but it's October 1st. So we're in the 90-day sprint. And last week I made the mistake and said it was 100 days to Christmas. What I meant to say was that it was 100 days to the end of the year, y'all. So I don't know, what is it now, like 93? So it was 100 days to the end of the year. So the year is wrapping up. So this is our 90-day sprint. So for my entrepreneurs and side hustlers, this is what I want you to do. I need you to break October, November, and December into mini sessions. For each month, I want you to focus on one thing each month, okay? So assign one thing as your focus. And this is for your business. So when I say, and depending on how you're trying to grow in business, if you know you need to get your stuff in order, then you can say, hey, I need to get more organized in October. And then in November, I need to offer a Black Friday deal. And then in December, you do something else, okay? So, but break each month down, October, November, December, and focus on one thing each month, and treat each thing like a mini launch. Even if you're not selling a product, hopefully you will be selling a product by November. But if you like, I need to get organized before I start bringing in money from the products or whatever, then take a month, take October to get organized. And then in November, do your launch, okay? Because you already know you better have your stuff together by November, because the Black Friday stuff is coming in. And then also you can capitalize on the holiday sales like Christmas and stuff like that, as well as going into the new year for like New Year's Day sales, all right? So that's what I want my entrepreneurs to do in terms of breaking up, going on your 90-day sprint. Now, if you are the average person and you are a consumer or a customer, here's what I want you to do. I need you to set money goals for the remainder of these 3 months in the year, okay? So get some money goals for October, November, and December. Now, how you can layer that is October, that's your month to save. If you have not been saving any coins for Christmas, this is the time. Start saving some money, okay? And then November, I want you to spend smart, because you already know the Black Friday deals are coming. So make sure you're not going into debt when it comes to that. Go ahead and start figuring out, hey, I'm keeping my eye on this, or they're going to be running a Black Friday special. I don't even know what kind of Black Friday special is going to be ran, because it doesn't seem like the stores are really giving discounts like they used to. So make sure you are spending smartly, okay? And then your main goal for December is to stay on budget. All right, say it with me. Stay on budget. Eyes here, stay on budget. And I say that because because I'm victim of it too. They put out all these little sparkly holiday things, and next thing you know, you buying these decorations for your home. You had a Christmas tree, you got 2 Christmas trees, and you like, oh, I need another Christmas tree, or those lights look really good. Everything looks so pretty, okay? And usually the holiday season puts you in a good mood. Usually, now I know it's not always a good season for everyone, but it usually puts you in a good mood, and then it makes you want to spend. All right, so stay on budget, stay focused, don't get distracted. Don't get get distracted in December. Don't get too caught up in the holiday spirit that you start spending money frivolously, because I am definitely guilty of that. Everything be looking so nice, and I'm like, oh, let me go get this. Okay, don't do that. All right, so now once you break your money goals and down, you're going to decide on one main financial focus per month. Like I said, October could be saving, November is spending, and December is staying on budget. And then also try to avoid spending now on stuff that you know you want to regret later. Like, man, I shouldn't have did this, because now we can't even see the Christmas lights because our lights done got turned off. Okay, I hope it don't get that bad, but I'm just saying, don't spend now on something that you're going to regret later. All right. So, let me see. Oh yeah. So for Black Friday, go ahead and set a spending budget for you to have in December. Try to pay things off in cash so you are not racking up credit card debt. All right. We definitely don't want to get into debt. All right. So you can let me know what's one win that you plan on doing by December 31st, whether that's paying down your credit card, whether that's not using the credit card throughout this entire holiday season so that you don't get into more debt. Whatever it is, you can let me know. All right, so that was the first tip I had for you. Think of this as your 90-day sprint for your execution. The next tip I have is we are going to talk about the 4 P's of execution. All right. The first set is for my entrepreneurs and my side hustlers. So the 4 P's of execution for them is you want to plan. So I want you to write down your Black Friday and your Christmas promotions that you are going to be running in your business. All right. If you are a business owner, if you're a side hustler and you don't already have your Black Friday or Christmas special planned out, and it's October, it's pretty much October, you need to go ahead and do that. So you need to plan those out. The second P is you need to promote. You need to repeat your offers like 5 to 7 times. Get on those people's nerves. And honestly, you're not getting on people's nerves. But we like to think that we might be getting on people's nerves. Excuse me, y'all. But people need to see that stuff several times before they buy. You can't just post it once and think it's going to be okay. All right, excuse me. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to push. You should try to go hardest the 48 hours before your sales, because most sales come then. Okay, so 48 hours before your sale starts. If it's a one-day sale, you definitely want to push it. If it's a weekly sale, 48 hours before your sale starts, as well as 48 hours before the sale ends. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then pivot. If something is not working, adjust quickly. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you're running a holiday sale if you're running a holiday sale for a week, the week before, you need to be advertising, okay? And then how you advertise, depending on the nature of your business, if it's a brick and mortar business or if it's an online business, you need to be posting stuff. And then maybe like the day before, within those 48 hours, you need to do something else that's going to grab attention. Something not just posting flyers, but something that's really going to shake up the algorithm, especially if you're an online business, so that it can get eyeballs on your business, okay? And just keep in mind, you're competing with a lot of people. So if you're a small business and you're trying to run a Black Friday sale, you're competing with the big boys and girls, all right? You're competing with the big brands who are going to have their marketing stuff on lock. So you need to make sure you're tapping into your audience and making sure you are showing up where they are and speaking in a language where they will take notice of you, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. All right, and then April, excuse me. And what's up, Sunny Nicole? So April put her money goal from the last tip in the chat. Shout out to April. She says, make more money is my goal. That is my goal too, April. I hope that's everyone's goal. Sunny Nicole, good to see you. It's been a minute. She says, hello, everyone, but I'm glad to see you. Excuse me, y'all. All right, so those were the 4 P's for my entrepreneurs. We are going through, Sunny Nicole, since you just joined, we are going through how to finish the year strong, some holiday money moves, and Black Friday tips, okay? So that was the 4 P's for execution for the entrepreneurs. That was plan, promote, push, and pivot. Now, if you are just an everyday folk who is going to be out there buying stuff, or you're going to be a consumer of stuff, here are your 4 P's. I told you I'm not going to leave you out. Okay. So yours are also the same 4 P's. You're going to plan. What does your plan look like though? You are going to make your holiday budget early. Okay. Make it early. All right. If you forgot somebody, you just forgot them. If they ain't make the list now, chances are they probably shouldn't have been on the list. You wasn't thinking about them. All right. The next thing you're going to do is promote. How are you going to promote? You are going to promote by telling your friends and family, I ain't got that money. I don't have no Christmas. I don't have Christmas money. Well, not exactly, but you want to set a budget, especially I know sometimes in certain families, certain people are expecting certain kinds of gifts. And if you like, hey, this is my holiday budget, I'm not going to be able to be contributing $100 or whatever. I can only contribute 30, or I'm only going to be able to contribute 20 or whatever. Or I know we do this holiday thing, but I'm not doing it this year. I'm trying to save my coins. And you ain't even got to explain yourself because you're grown. All right. But just say, I'm not going to be able to do it. Let them know what your budget is, or I'm only buying for the kids. I'm not buying for the adults, whatever it is, however you decide, let people know so they're not looking at you sideways because they got you a gift and you ain't get them one, which that is not even the reason for the season, but that's another story for another day. Okay. So that's how you promote. Now you are going to push. How are you going to push? You're going to hunt for sales. You're going to stack coupons. Now this is the time too. You do need to look for coupons because people are always going to have a coupon, a discount code, or something like that. So start looking now. Start also seeing what stores have the stuff that you would want. Okay. And start seeing what their promotions are, what their regular sales are. So you will know. And also this is a time too to start making sure you have your cashback apps loaded up on your phone so you can get cash back. Also, look at your cashback apps. I've shared with y'all before. There is some of my cashback apps. This is the time when I cash out my money to use for Christmas shopping. Excuse me. And usually what I use it for is like those miscellaneous gifts, like those people you did forget about, like you forgot about that teacher that your child had or whatever, or this particular person. Then those gifts comes from that money pile. It doesn't come from like my main budget. And when that's out, it's just out. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. And then pivot. You're going to, like I said, you have the same 4 P's. So you're going to pivot. If your money is tight, switch to some DIY gifts, or some IOU gifts, or just I love you. Okay. And that is my gift. Okay. So you need to switch and do something more budget friendly. All right. So if your kids' wish list is bigger than your budget, you need to pivot and tell them kids, you get one thing this Christmas, not to make it bad, but you get one big gift and then that's it. Okay. Or little smaller stocking stuffers. Don't feel bad for trying to improve your financial situation. Okay. Don't feel bad. And usually the holidays, it's about making the memories. You can do a lot of free stuff. There's a lot of free activities going on. If what you really want to do is create moments and memories with your child or with your family, there are plenty of free activities y'all can do. Christmas tree lightings, Christmas parades that don't cost any money. And it's a good bonding experience. It's just a good experience overall with you still enjoying the holiday season without going broke. Okay. But y'all can let me know who's honest. You be spending more than you're supposed to, because I know I do it. Okay. I know I do it. And if you're a business owner, you can let me know if in your business you only post one time and expect everybody to see it and then get mad when nobody don't see it. Okay. You can't be like that. All right. So let me see. And I got y'all, I'm doing pretty good on time. I'm happy because I only got 2 more points to do. But let me see. I have some comments. And April was telling Sunny Nicole, hello. And then Sunny Nicole says, I know I've been missing the live stream. It's okay, girl. I'm just glad you are here. I'm glad you're here. And then and April says, make a tea with time. It's good for a cough. Yes, girl, I had some tea earlier today. I think being around all those kids, somebody might have gotten me sick. And this is not the time I need to be sick. But thank you. I got my water. I had my tea earlier. And I'm going to have some more tea tonight before I go to bed. Because whatever this is, I don't need it to grow into something else. And then April also says, team forever, staying in a child's place. I will be... I will be expecting a gift. I don't tell people, I'm not getting you nothing. You grown. You okay. You whatever you need, you can buy for yourself. And then Sunny Nicole was saying, I agree. All right. Awesome. Thank y'all. All right. So the next point I'm going to make, this is part of how you are going to be finish the year strong, be prepared for Black Friday, and make some holiday money moves, is I want you to start measuring more than your money. All right. What do I mean by that? Because oftentimes we like to count and see how much money we have, how much money we spent, but we're going to start tracking some other stuff. So the side hustlers, entrepreneurs, small business owners, here's what you're going to be measuring. You're going to track your leads and your email list, okay? And see how much they've grown during the season, because that's what you want to grow, okay? The way you get more money is by getting more leads. It's by getting more emails on the list, okay? So you're going to start tracking that. Also, you want to start tracking the engagement on your post, okay? So if you are a business, you should have a business social media account like Instagram or Facebook, and usually with those, it will show you like which posts are more popular with your audience, okay? You need to start tracking that so you can act accordingly. Say, oh, they're responding to this, or oh, they seem to like this particular product. Because once you start seeing that, what you want to do is make more posts of that same type of thing to get more eyeballs out there, okay? And track systems that got smoother. So track your, not only like your operating systems, how you're promoting stuff, how you're packaging stuff, everything, the whole customer experience, and try to make it smoother, or see what you can do to make it smoother and easier for your customer, as well as easier and smoother for you as someone who is trying to deliver the product and service to other people. So don't just track your coins that you're bringing in. If you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, track other things that are working so that you can keep replicating those things and doing those things over and over, or seeing what needs to be improved upon. Okay. All right. Because here's the thing, we get so focused on the number that we miss the other things that are going on in the business, or we can tend to miss or overlook things in the business. So say you only made like $500 when you did your Black Friday sale, and you was like, I thought I would make 5,000. But if you got, 50 new emails or on top of that, then that's a way for you to promote later. Okay. So start tracking that. Don't just say, well, only made $500 and I was hoping to make 5,000 and, give up or not do it. See what you can do with what you did get. Like if you got some new emails or something like that, see how you can later market that, okay? Because that is future money, that is future potential that you can use to kind of advertise to people, or see what they're looking for, or see what they like, okay? Now, if you are a customer who's going to be buying stuff or trying to save your money this holiday season, here's what I want you to track, okay? Now this one I'm not going to say it's tough, but this is hard for us to do, especially around this holiday season. And I'm talking about myself as well. I want you to track how much you actually save versus how much you plan to save. Because the math don't be mathing every time I check. Like I thought I was going to say this, but I only ended up saving this. But I'm still going to celebrate that I saved something. So track how much you actually saved versus how much you actually plan to save, and make sure you didn't blow the budget too much, because you also want to track how much did you stay in budget, okay? And if you go outside of the budget, you really need to look at what caused me to go outside of the budget, what caused me to blow the budget, what was I doing, what was I spending on, what did I forget, so that next year when it comes around, or just in your shopping in general, you can make adjustments and tweaks and plans for that. I'll also be having, I'm either going to drop it later this month or at the beginning of November, because usually around this time of the year, I usually will always do like the different expenses for around the holidays, because there are a lot of things that we don't take into consideration during the holidays. All we really budget for is like the gifts that we are buying people, but there are a lot of other, I won't even say hidden expenses, because the expenses aren't hidden. There's a lot of other things we spend money on during the holiday season, like decor, we eat out more, it's all kinds of things. So I usually will do a video around this time of the year, just reminding y'all, hey, Factor these things into your budget, okay? And then also the other thing I want you to track is track what habits worked for you, okay? Was it meal prepping? Y'all doing a potluck, or you saying we not buying gifts for the adults, we're only buying gifts for the kids. So track what habits worked. Or is it the fact that you said, okay, I'm using a gift card. Once the money on the gift card is gone, I'm not spending any more money. Start taking inventory, or start being aware of the habits that you have. And they might be good habits and they might be bad habits. So you want to track the good habits as well as track the bad habits. Like, did I overspend because I went out with my cousin and I started feeling really good, and now next thing I know, we spent $200 or something like that. Start tracking these different habits, because you got good habits and you got bad habits. All right. So if you plan on keeping track of more than just your money this holiday season, y'all can let me know. Now, the fourth tip I have is I want you to build the bridge into 2026. All right. Because we can't stop at the end of 2025. We should be preparing ourselves for 2026. But oftentimes, whether you're as a business owners, we have done so much during the holiday season that we are tired and we don't even really forecast or look into 2026. And usually as a consumer or a customer, our finances are usually tapped out, that when we enter the new year, we really don't have a strategy or a plan, or we have an overinflated strategy or plan. That's why people be saying those ridiculous, I shouldn't call them ridiculous, but people will be having these New Year's resolutions that are not exactly realistic, because it's like we swing from one extreme to the other. It's like, okay, I blew my budget so much, or I went crazy so much in December. Now I got to get back on track, and the pendulum swings too far in the other direction. Okay. So we're going to build the bridge. All right. We're going to build the bridge into 2026. So for my entrepreneurs and side hustlers, I'm just going to say, you can't stop at December 31st. Anything you've built up until then, whether you had a great Black Friday sale, whether you had a great Christmas sale or holiday season, that is momentum, and that momentum matters, and it's going to carry you and push you into January. So you need to capitalize on that and see what you can make of it. Okay. So go ahead and pre-schedule your January promos and your January content. Okay. Now keep in mind, people are probably going to be pulling back a little bit after they spent so much in December, but some people are still spending because maybe they got gift cards. Maybe they didn't get what they wanted, and now they're going out and buying stuff. Okay. So you want to make sure you're positioning yourself with promos for that. And if you have certain products and services, you kind of want to make sure your products and services are catering to that next step for someone who bought your product, okay, or your service, okay? So say, for instance, like what I would say is, everybody's been frazzled by the holiday season. If you are like a massage place or anything that focuses on self-care, like nail care, hair care, whatever, I'd be running promotions around this time, because everybody's going to be looking for a way to kind of like relax. And well, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people will be looking for a way to kind of relax, de-stress and things like that, and kind of take it easy, start, because they're just frazzled. All right. So look for things like that. If you had a candle business and you did sales really, really good, I'd be selling candles that's going to be calming and soothing. Like, this is a great smell, burn this, that kind of thing. So you need to focus on what's the next step. What season are your clients and customers in at that particular time? All right. So start scheduling or pre-scheduling your January promos and contents, and use Q4. This Q4 is just the end of the year, quarter four, as your runway into 2026. So it should propel you to the next level. All right. So figure out, what can you plan for? What can you also plan for in January and February to keep that momentum going? Now, if you are an everyday person, here's what I want you to do to be able to bridge the gap into 2026. First things first, do not start January broke and stressed, okay? And part of the way you're going to do that is making sure you do all the previous things, okay? So make sure you map out all the things you need to do in December for 2026, because I promise you, when you start looking at what you need to do in 2026 out in November and December, it will help you to curtail your budget, because you'll be like, I can't be spending all this money because I still got plans for the new year, stuff that I'm working on, whether it's saving money for a vacation, whether it's saving money for a new car, new home, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to, your money goals are, you need to be forecasting into 2026, because when you cast that vision, it's going to help you not to overspend during this holiday season, because your money has a mission, okay? And if you send it out, buying up all these holiday gifts, then it can't continue the mission into 2026. All right. So don't start off January broke and stressed. Map out your money goals for January of 2026 or into January or the whole year of 2026. What do you want to accomplish? And that will help you stay on track during December. And any savings that you have that you accumulated in December, you can use that in January as a head start. So if you were able to save some money while you were holiday shopping, go ahead, put it in a savings account, put it in an investment account. That's your little early start, because when you start that year off right, that is some motivation to keep you going. All right. So if you're thinking about your money moves in 2026, let me know in the chat, okay? I know it's early, but this is the time for us to be thinking about it, all right? All right, so, and I see Sunny Nicole, I see you have a question. Hold on. Or, let me see. I can't see all of it. All right, so Sunny Nicole says, what strategies do you have for people who have family members who reside in other states? Should I utilize shipping providing on the sites that I purchase holiday gifts from? It depends. So sometimes some of the sites will offer free shipping. And if they do offer that, you want to see where they shipping to, because y'all, the shipping prices have definitely gone up. Now, if you can get an account with like USPS or USPS, the United States Postal Service, I would recommend that, because usually when you do that, the online prices are a little bit less expensive than when you go into the actual store or the actual post office, okay? But oftentimes, in order for you to get those lower prices, you got to have like a scale, and you got to be measuring stuff and all that kind of stuff. So just be leery of that. If you already know, I'm only going to be shipping during the holiday season, it might not be cost effective to be buying a scale to do that. So see if the sites offer free shipping. And also if they have it like where you can ship to somebody and send it as a gift, because that will definitely save money. Also, here's another thing to consider. If you are buying stuff for someone and they reside in another state, and you are like, the shipping is going to outweigh the cost of the gift, then you might just want to send them a gift card and say, hey, this is for this particular item, or send it for their favorite store, so you'll know that it's being used how you thought. Like maybe their favorite store is like Bath and Body Works, or I don't know. If you wanted them to get something, a toy, if it's for a child, get a toy out of Walmart, get them a Walmart gift card or something like that, so that they can spend it in the, like, kind of like how you would have intended for them to spend it. So, because sometimes I remember my grandmother, God rest her soul, she would spend so much money on shipping stuff to us, and the gift that she sent, it was less than the cost of the shipping. So you do have to outweigh that, but see if any of the sites where you're purchasing stuff from, if they offer free shipping either to yourself or directly to the person as a gift. And I know Amazon is good for that. And then if not, and it's going to be costly to ship it, then you want to consider doing a gift card. The other option you can do, because a lot of stores offer, and I just thought of this, like, what is it called? What's the thing called? Where you can pick up in store. See if you can actually send it to that store and where they reside. You know how you can change like your location and say, hey, I plan on picking it up at this particular store. And if it's for an adult, let them know, hey, I got a gift waiting for you at your local Walmart for you to pick up and do it that way. Okay. That might be the easiest, especially if you're buying from like a chain place where they do offer pickup and stuff. Like just order it from that particular store and have them to pick it up there. And they'll probably get it before Christmas and they'll see what it is. All right. And then Sunny Nicole says, okay, so she says, she's ready to start thinking about her money. And then April says, stay thinking about the money moves. I know, April, you be on top of your paper for real. And then she said, free shipping is always a must. Yes, so definitely look into that. More so online, especially if you're buying online. But if you like to shop for things for people, then yeah, it can be a little tough. All right. I do have, y'all, I was doing good on time. All right. So I'm about to wrap it up. So your action step is write down 3 wins that you want to have by December 31st, because we only got three more months left in the year. So what are the 3 wins that you want to see by December 31st, whether you are an entrepreneur or side hustler? That could be a money goal. That could be you just pitching your first offer if you have a side hustle or something like that. And if you're just a regular customer or consumer, maybe it's just staying within a holiday budget. Maybe it's even creating a holiday budget or creating a gift list. Some of y'all don't even have no gift list. Y'all just be buying stuff for people randomly, okay? But that's what you can be doing. And my main goal is, so for this video as well as for the part 1 of it, is to make sure you do not go broke this holiday season or digging yourself out of debt for the rest of 2026 because you overspent this holiday season. All right, I'm giving you the steps so that you can finish this year strong. I want you to sprint smart. I want you to plan and promote. I need you to measure your progress, and I want you to bridge into 2026. So that's the 4 things that we talked about today. And if you got value from this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share it with someone who can benefit from it. Share with that family member who's expecting a gift like April, even though she's grown. Share it with them so that they can see this is what you're planning on doing this holiday season. All right. Because don't be hitting up Walmart and buying up everything with no plan. All right. We're not coasting into 2026. We're finishing 2025 off strong. And as we finish 2025 off strong, we're entering 2026 off strong. So let's secure the bag. And then hold on. I see I got some more comments. April says, get them some groceries they can pick up curbside. I would love that. Some people would. And honestly, like if you think about it, like I know like Sam's Club and some places they be having a good holiday meals and stuff around this time of the year. You can pick something up like that too. But yeah, but even the regular stores, Walmart, dare I say Target, even though I've only been in Target one time this year. And that was with a gift card. So, but yeah, I know most of them have pickup or you can send it different places, even like Best Buy and stuff. And that might be even more cost effective. If you're buying somebody something big, like a TV, then you big ball and shot calling if you're buying somebody a TV and that is out of the state or something like that. But yeah. And then Sunny Nicole says, April, that's a great idea, especially in this economy. Yeah, everything is like going up. But shipping stuff, like the price of shipping is ridiculous. Like even to send a regular letter, it's over, I want to say it's like 60-something cents to send a regular letter. So even if you just wanted to send a holiday card, which you could, it's probably going to cost you almost $1. So just think about that. And also I had mentioned when Sunny Nicole was asking too, even with the gift cards, now more and more stores are offering the virtual gift cards or the digital gift cards. The only thing that I don't really like about that is that people forget about the gift cards, because I already forget about some of my gift cards now, and they're the physical gift cards. So if you send someone a virtual gift card, just make sure they are going to possibly use them and not forget about them. And now the store has your money and the person doesn't even have the gift or get to enjoy the gift. But that is pretty much all I have for now. I had it going across the screen. I forgot to pin it. Let me go back up. If you want to join my new Facebook group, did I not even put it in the chat? hold on, let me see. If you want to, oh, here it is. If you want to join my new Facebook group called the Gold Digger Collective, please go to that address, and I'll try to pin a comment at the end of this video too that'll take you directly to it from a link. I am in there almost every day sharing content, or I'm going to try to be in there every day sharing content. This is our first week of it. So already dropped a video today. We had a video yesterday about our affirmations, and then I'll be dropping something tomorrow as well. So if you want to see more content from me, that is where you can find me. And because all of that stuff, the 2 videos I did today and yesterday, they will not be on YouTube at all. But I'll be doing more, I won't say one-on-one trainings, but just more in-depth little trainings to help you out when it comes to your money, as well as for you to grow in your side hustle. So our focus in the Facebook group is money, mindset, and momentum. That is what I'm trying to help you build and grow in. Grow your money, grow your mindset, and make sure you keep and grow momentum so that you can succeed in all aspects of that. All right. Until next time. Now, I'm supposed to be starting a new series for Tipsy Tuesday, but your girl, don't hold your girl to that, because I'm actually going to be very, very busy. I'm gonna be out of town next week, so I don't know. So if I can get the video recorded ahead of time, it'll probably be pre-recorded, but just because it's pre-recorded, tune in. But if you don't see nothing, I mean your girl ran out of time, and just catch me on the following week. All right. So I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining. Take care, everyone.